Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Jonathan Taylor, and that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wentz buying time to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Off the play fake. Right. And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
2nd and 4. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd and 8.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Into the red zone, Wentz steps away to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Wentz. He'll drop this down to Taylor. With Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. And no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The pitch to Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Over the middle, he'll give it to Harrison. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at
all. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Hines. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
First down, Colts.
Play action. Now Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Titans' 11-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run forward with Hines. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Hines hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the end zone, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 16-yard.
Tannehill now to throw. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Man open left side is Brown.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And 7.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That's complete. Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 8 yards out, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On play action, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First down, Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Tennessee, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go.
Crazy how them tables turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they say. That's why I'm on my page. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Kick it in the low. Kick it in, kick it in the low.
She don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
From Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the ground, it's Bowden. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. This time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Titans 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
For the extra point.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them. Guys, they'll be even more aggressive.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's 4th down.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's got Harrison left side complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
This is Henry. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 24.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Bowden.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua.
That's complete to Lynn Bowden.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans were able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It don't matter.
Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run with Bowden. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gain of 7. And the Dolphin first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Tannehill to his top. Target Brown for a Tennessee 1st.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, down the right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Let's advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Right. And that will be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
43-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So that'll back him up 5. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, here's Evans. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, right. Flushed out right. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 39. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly won't get it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come